569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster. Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Come join me, Brian Morozak, and Josh Kreisig, Monday, April 14th, from 1 to 3 p.m. as WMBS broadcasts live from the grand opening celebration of First Federal of Greene County's beautiful new Fairchance office. The ribbon cutting with the Fayette Chambers at 1 p.m. Then enjoy the open house celebration with food, refreshments, giveaways, and prizes. Plus great prizes from WMBS when you stop by and say hello. The grand opening celebration of First Federal's Fairchance office, 92 North Morgantown Street, Fairchance, Monday, April 14th from 1 to 3. WMBS will be there. Hope to see you there, too.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Promises Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your health care questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
And it's 1:15 on this Monday afternoon. Time to head out to the grand opening at First Federal in Fairchance. And there we're going to be joining Brian and Josh. Guys, how are you doing?
Thanks a lot, TJ. Brian Morozak along with Josh Kreisig. We're broadcasting live from the brand new First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County office in Fairchance. Their grand opening, a ribbon cutting ceremony with the Fayette Chamber about to start. And Josh, a great turnout from the community for this event.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Brian. There's people everywhere. We've just seen them keep showing up. We've got a big crowd here, all getting ready for the ribbon cutting. The big scissors are out. The beautiful sunshine is out as well. It's a nice spring day. The green Chevy First Federal of Greene County truck is in the parking lot, so if you're looking, that's where you need to be. And I think we're gonna have the ribbon cutting here and hopefully be able to just kind of jump to it. Looks like they're about ready to start.
Yeah, for you folks on the radio side as well, we have a live video up on the WMBS Facebook page, a special edition of What's on Your Mind, again, coming to you live today from the First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County office in Fairchance. And Josh, they also have food and refreshments, giveaways on the inside, some prizes, and a lot more.
They do. There's a lot of stuff. And Muriel Nuttall, Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, is speaking, and we're going to kind of carry that live.
Yeah, assuming we can get some audio right now, Josh, that audio not feeding over to us right now, and I think they're trying to get that going right now, so we'll try to get that going in just a second as well.
Yeah, no, and Brian's going to try to do some quick work here, see if we can get some audio so we can show this to you live. Folks watching on Facebook, we have quite the crowd here, so we're seeing what we can do. Brian's running the microphone as we speak. So,
everyone, my name is Muriel Nuttall. I'm the Executive Director of the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce, and I am so excited to be here today. To have watched this project come to fruition has been just absolutely wonderful. I'm back and forth on this road quite a bit, and just watching the bank kind of come to life has been gratifying. It's been very exciting to see.
So as we are sitting here, Muriel is introducing the crowd. We have all the Fayette County commissioners
born, I believe,
here,
in
as well as some of our local officials shows. And we're trying to bring you that audio live at the moment. The audio was a last-minute addition because the crowd got so big. So we're happy to see such a huge crowd.
Makes you 101 years old.
There are easily about 150 people here.
That's the way to look
so,
at it.
So
some special things. First of all, the chamber turns 100 this year, so you're like older.
Yeah, we should have the audio here, Josh. We'll
awesome.
broadcast the live ribbon cutting right now.
Let's see, 100 years ago, Time Magazine first published their first edition this month. 101 years ago. 101 years ago. I used your birthday, not ours. I say all the time as we lead up to our 100th year, our 100th year dinner and our 100th year anniversary, I wish there was some way that we could go back in time. Wouldn't you just love to see and to be here 100 years ago when our communities were just kind of coming to be? You think of how many 100th anniversaries and 101s that we've celebrated in the last couple of years. And I just can't imagine what these communities look like, growing and building and discovering. But I'll tell you what, it's pretty good to be here 101 years later watching this bank open. I'll tell you that for darn sure. So if you come to Fayette Chamber ribbon cuttings, typically what we like to do is go around the room. There's quite a few people that we have in the group with us today who want to share a few words of congratulations and encouragement. And so I'm going to kind of work down our normal list, and then when we finish that group, I will invite Mr. Trump up to the podium to tell us the history and lead us into the official ribbon cutting for this location. So first of all, I know that Senator Stefano was unable to be here today, but I know that Sue Quinn is with us to represent him. So Sue, do you want to come up and share your congratulations on behalf of the senator?
You don't think my lungs are big enough?
No.
Thanks, Muriel. As she said, I'm Sue Quinn. I'm the senator's outreach coordinator, and Pat will be very, very disappointed. This is his most favorite event of everything he does. Not just saying that, look, we have a new business, look, we're growing, but this is where he also gets to do some small one-on-one with people and find out exactly what's going in the community. But on behalf of the senator, Chuck, your team, congratulations. This is just an absolutely marvelous thing, and I can guarantee you he will make a personal appearance to get out here to say hi. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Sue. Next, I would like to introduce Representative Charity Grimm-Krupa.
For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Charity Krupa. I represent the 51st House District, and Fairchance is in my district. I very proudly represent Southern Fayette County, and I'm very excited to be here. The ribbon cuttings absolutely are the favorite part of my job. I get to come out and celebrate with our locals for either new businesses or growth in businesses or new ownership. And Fayette County, unfortunately and wrongly, gets a bad rap at so many levels, and we're not accepting that anymore. And when I look out in the community and I see so many wonderful people and community leaders, we're doing good things in Fayette County. I'm proud of you. If you ever have any kind of state-related issue, my office is here to help. And there's a million people that have a lot of things to say today, so I'm going to be brief. But congratulations, and I look forward to working with you moving forward.
Thank you. Wind is something out here. What'd you say, Chuck? It wouldn't be Fairchance if we didn't have wind? That's true, somebody said. All right. So also with us today, we have all three of our Fayette County commissioners, and so I would like to introduce each of them to speak, and I'll start with Commissioner Chair Scott Dunn.
Thank you, and I like to start off every speech by saying it's a beautiful day in Fayette County, and it is a beautiful day in Fayette County, and when it is, the commissioners take full credit for the weather. So we're very happy that the weather held off for this beautiful event. Thank you for what you're doing here. Every ribbon cutting is a commitment that you're making to our community, and your staff and you are to be commended for that. And we thank you so much, and anything that we can do to help you out, you let us know, and just give you the best of wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, you're listening to the live opening and ribbon cutting of the new office at First Federal.
Next, I would like to
of
introduce
Greene County
Commissioner
in
Vice Chair
Fairchance.
Vince Vasides.
Wow, what a beautiful facility. This is really going to help this end of the county. Fairchance, I'm sure, is very excited about it. The people that live here, talking earlier, this is the institution and really the only one until you get to Cheat Lake. So this was really a strategic place to put a branch. Thanks for the investment, and we're here to help in any way we can. We really appreciate 101 years of service that this bank has given to the community, helped a lot of people, and looks like you're still helping. So we're very pleased and appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
I think it wants to speak. It's a really big bee up here if you wonder what we're dodging around. I think it wants to have a part in the ribbon cut. Let me introduce you, Commissioner Dave Lohr.
First Federal of Greene, thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see another branch come out. But I will say, Brian told me I get to take the truck for a drive. Since I'm a client of yours, or one of your figures, he told me he'd like to do that. Brian, where'd you go? There he is. He's going to give me the keys when I get over there. But no, it's a great opportunity. I know for me, you came through on a building loan, a construction loan, and it was easy to work with. Your personnel, the people at First Federal, have been great to deal with and work with. They're just not people that stand behind the counter and talk to you and take papers and take your money, but they also become a personal part of your life. And that's what's so nice about a bank such as yours. It's got a personal touch to it that really makes it a very strong bank to be a part of. So thank you very much for your expansion. I'm sure Fairchance is going to prosper from it, and hope you do too, by lots. Thank you.
I believe, speaking on behalf of the borough today, we have Neil Christopher. Neil? There you go.
Thank you, Miro.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much. A lot of good words said already, this grand opening. I can remember my cousin's wife worked there for years, Teresa Tanner, and we're glad to have a bank in Fairchance with such class as First Federal. They're top notch, and we're just glad that they're here. We haven't had a bank for a few years. They have a money machine access, but it's not the same as you can go in. They got to drive in here. You can get cash and stuff like that. So we're glad that the commissioners came out, state rep, and I'm glad for the beautiful day. I mean, we've had enough rain. April showers, they always said that. I want to see some flowers. So. But and I want to say something real quick, and I'm going to be done. We're very proud of Chucky Trump. He's a hometown boy, and he's worked his way up the ladder. And I'm sure First Federal did not hand him this. He worked for it, Chuck. He lives in Fairchance, and his wife was on council for a few years, Shelley, and we're just glad. We got a nice community here. We don't have much of a tax base, but we strive to do what's best and make the improvements that we need, and just try to stay on top of things. So we do have a very nice turnout, and I'm very glad of this. So I want, on behalf of the borough, Jeremy's here, he's president of council, Jeremy Campbell, and the mayor's here also, Tom Tanner. I don't know if Marcia made it. She was Marcia Grimm. She's been on council 20 years like myself. Oh, here she is. We agree to disagree sometimes. We all do. We have to. It wouldn't be It's not a perfect world, but thank God we get along, you know, regardless of how we differ. You know, we all have different opinions and beliefs. That's what makes the world go around, I think. So I'm grateful to be here, and we appreciate everybody here today. Thanks, Muriel.
Thank you. Okay, so I know that we also have the Fairchance Township supervisors with us. Daryl, John, and Todd, I believe, are here. Any of you gentlemen like to come up and say a few words?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Todd Cherby, George Township Supervisor. I just want to say thank you to First Federal for bringing this into Fairchance. I'm sure the community out here. There's really not much out here. The residents of this township is actually going to be served by you guys also. So I just want to thank you. Congratulations and best of luck to you. Thank you.
So we come to this point where I can say on behalf of the chamber, I am very thankful to have this bank opening. You know, I think it was Charity said earlier, sometimes Fayette County gets a bad rap. And you know, in a county where we still have businesses growing, where we have ribbon cuttings, it's ribbon cutting season, folks. We're going to be doing a lot of these. We have a lot of them scheduled. Where this bank is opening here today, where we have a bank breaking ground at the end of the month in Brownsville. This is a thriving community, so please ignore that bad rap for goodness sakes, because the community is growing. Now, I want to introduce to you Chuck Trump, but I want to tell you first. Now he's wondering what I'm going to say, isn't he? So I'm a proud AG parent. All three of my kids have attended Albert Gallatin High School.
Again, if you're just joining us, we are live at the ribbon cutting for First Federal.
But my memories of Chuck Trump, other than before, because we've known each other for a long time, are in front of the popcorn machine for Albert Gallatin musicals. And it means a lot to me when there are people that are really important, influential members of our community that step up and make kids the priority. I don't know if that means a lot to you, but it certainly means a lot to me. It tells me what kind of a person, what kind of a man he is. To lead an organization like First Federal, it's incredible. And to lead your team, these incredible, you guys look spectacular. I mean, like every time I look over, they all look spectacular. To lead your teams through our communities, both in Fayette and in Greene County. I can't forget Greene County and my friends from Greene. So I told you I'd do a shout out. No. To lead these banks into these communities, to do the great work that you do. We are truly thankful as an organization to represent the business community. Keep doing it. I'm willing to come out and do lots more of these ribbon cuttings. I have no problem with that. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Trump.
One of my favorite quotes is, "To whom much is given, much is expected." Well, First Federal Greene County for 101 years has been given a lot. And the relationships that we've garnered, and we've kept, and we've treasured, it's been a special journey. To be the president and CEO when we turn 100 years, I'm only the 10th president in the association's history. So in 100 years, there have been 10 of us that have stood at the podium. That's a special thing for me. So welcome to the Fairchance branch. This has been quite a journey, something we've looked forward to for a very long time. Most of my remarks, or at least the large majority of the first part of what I'm going to share, are thank yous. Muriel stole my thunder with regard to the wind. I grew up out off of 8 was Mark on Bucks 211 East, and we had a Fairchance phone number. So some might say, well, you've had an identity crisis most of your life. But this area is so special to me and to my family. And I appreciate Muriel talking, and Neil since I was a boy. The other thing that I reflect on before I start thanking people is that from a faith standpoint, we're to bloom where we're planted. And this is where I was planted. And I think if all of us roll up our sleeves and take care of the people and the places that we love the most, good things happen. And this community bank model, think of it, a First Federal of Greene County multiplying across the state and the country. The community bank model works. You know, we support and we provide and we serve the people that we live with, go to church, go to school with. And if that model were multiplied across the country in really powerful ways, imagine what could be accomplished. But a bank cannot do it by themselves. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of teamwork. And so bear with me, there are a lot of thank yous that I have to make. Certainly our board of directors. If you're on the board of directors, could you please raise your hand in the light of time? I'd like the board. Could you please give a round of applause to our board of directors? Judy Goodwin-Tanner, who out of humility always is standing the furthest back. But Judy is the most immediate predecessor. I succeeded Judy as president and CEO in 2000. And so for Judy Tanner, we have Greg Parsons here up front. We have Steve Neubauer. We have Mike Bailey. We have Jay Hammers. And I think besides myself, that completes the board service. We have a special visitor, though, Director Emeritus John Mariner. John Mariner was the president and CEO before Judy Tanner and served the bank with distinction until his retirement from the board. He had over 50 years of service to the bank. So leadership starts with our board of directors and the humility with which they walk and the passion that they have to serve the towns that we do. Many of our officers are here today to help celebrate the grand opening, and I'm grateful for their support and their presence here today. Our employees, we have employees that I see sprinkled throughout the crowd, and I'll get to this most special of crowds up front in the pink. Told Amy I didn't get the memo about having to wear pink today. We're First Federal Greene County. We might have to convert to First Federal Pink County if we keep this up. But I'll get to that special group in just a moment. So any of the employees that came out to share your time, I'm grateful for that. The Fayette Chamber of Commerce, Muriel always does a fantastic job, her and her team. The Greene County Chamber, Mel Longstreth and her team, thank you so much for coming out. The elected officials that have been referred to and have been introduced. I see Tim Flecker back there with sunglasses on. He and Dr. Marcy Boyce. I passed this building after it sold. It was Valentine Pharmacy years ago, those of you who know Fairchance. And I thought we missed our opportunity. I drove by here all the time thinking I should really talk to somebody and talk to our board about maybe purchasing this building. Well, Marcy and Tim beat me to it. And then it took us to a spring gala of giving at Seven Springs, and me giving Dr. Boyce a hello. She graduated high school with my sister Christine, and she said, "Well, Chucky, what are you up to?" And I said, we're hanging in there. I saw that you bought the building in Fairchance. And I said, "What are your plans for the building?" So she grabbed me by the elbow and she said, "Do you want to buy it?" And I said, "Well, we've got to hold our horses here." She said, "Well, let's go talk to Tim." So I went and talked to Tim, and that was the birth of what you see here today. So to Tim and to Dr. Morrissey, thank you. We appreciate you. P.W. Campbell was the partner that we had. A lot of folks asked about who the general contractor was, and I want to give P.W. Campbell a shout out. And they did a marvelous job to the extent that we could include local men and women here locally to do work. They allowed us to have that incorporated into the project. To our friends at P.W. Campbell, Glenn, John, thank you so much. We appreciate you. I think it speaks for itself, the final product. Attorney Ann John was probably one of my initial calls to say, "Ann, we're buying something and I need your help." And Ann has always been a stalwart legal aid and counselor to the bank. Her and her brother Simon, we have a special relationship with Ann and her family, and we always appreciate her help and her professionalism. I see members of the Fairchance Volunteer Fire Department in the back. Two gentlemen, raise your hands again, fellas. Could we please give our first responders a round of applause? So another quick aside, on this side of the building, we were really running tight with having traffic situate itself around the building, where we had just about enough room for the drive-through lane and almost enough room for a car width to pass by and come out and exit the branch site. And so having I'm a crier, but I can normally contain it under important circumstances. I have a special connection to the fire department. My dad served as a volunteer fire department for 25 years. And so I remember as a little boy going up there and probably climbing on things and doing things that I shouldn't have been with my dad, marveling over the fire trucks and equipment. But we don't take you for granted. We certainly thank you for your service and the partnership. We ended up acquiring about 30 feet of property from our friends at the fire department to help us with our project. So thank you for your cooperation, and we look forward to other meaningful ways that we can work together in the community. We have Pat Kopis is not here today, but Pat is the landscaper here. Rob Guerriere, who has helped on more projects than I can count in First Federal's history. Rob came out and did inspections and photographs and kept me up to date on anything that I might need to know from a construction standpoint. And so, Rob, thank you for your service to the bank and your help. We always appreciate it. We have Peggy O'Neill here, and Peggy, she didn't hammer any nails or put any screws in 2x4s, but Peggy and her husband Scott lived not far from where we're standing in two different places. And Peggy's husband Scott invited me to interview for a position at and that was my start at First Federal. So Fairchance, and we certainly want to honor his legacy and mention him here from the podium. I see a couple of retirees. I know Bart Malika is here, Phyllis Podlogger is here, you heard Teresa Tanner's name, Pam Palia visited earlier. Are there any other retirees that are here? Miles. I still have you working for the bank. Could you all raise your hand? Oh, Mike Spivak's back here too. Could all the retirees raise their hands? One of the special things about our bank is the longevity we have with people, and the people that just raise their hands are no exceptions. They're helping to build on that legacy. We have the last, as far as partners of the Exchange Club of Fairchance. I know there are members here. Mr. Heiss is the president of the club. He came out with his daughter. Rich Carter is here with PACB. That's our state trade group. That's the Association of Bankers. Rich, thank you. WMBS Radio that I listened to as a kid at the breakfast table praying for a snow day, which kids today don't seem to get. They get a remote work day or something, but my mother would have that on in the kitchen, Timothy Schweer and other voices of the past. Myers Catering, you'll enjoy food if you haven't already from Myers Catering. Thank you for your partnership with us. Humboldt Carpet and Decorating Center out of Greene County, help with aspects of the building. Direct Results, Chris Kennedy is here. Chris, thank you for your partnership. Jeannie Thompson has Small Town Bakery, and if you haven't seen the cookies that are inside of this branch, you're missing something. But she's fantastic. Kelly Joden and Kelly Hale. The balloons inside are thanks to the Kellys. So Kelly, thank you. Looks beautiful inside. And I'll finish my thank yous with this pink group to my left. Only if you've ever been a part of a project like this can you understand all the things that go into planning. And the planning is one thing, but then persevering when things aren't going according to that plan. That's really where biblically it's said that character, adversity builds character. And so we've had some adversity. I mean, a building project is complex. You know, not everything goes perfectly. But Pam Jacobs, who's to my immediate left, Amy Bosley, Stephanie, Kim, and David, this is the hub and the team that's been getting to work out here to make sure when someone walks through the door, they feel that special feel that Muriel and Neil spoke of. We have a great thing here, but that great thing can only happen with good people. And so we're blessed to have these individuals that I've introduced to you. They are First Federal. If they have a bad or good experience with this team, they're having a good or bad experience with First Federal Greene County. And I can assure you there will be stellar service delivered by these individuals. So can you please give one more round of applause to this team? So I'll move through quickly. The rest of my remarks are, I told you that would take the most time. Why do we cut a ribbon? Has anyone ever thought about that? What the origins of that are? Well, similar to groundbreaking ceremonies, the exact origin of ribbon cutting ceremonies are largely unknown. However, we do know that these ceremonies gained popularity in the late 1800s after ribbon cutting occurred at the opening of a Louisiana railroad. That line that was laid and the ribbon that was cut, I think that there are parallels between laying the track and bringing something new into a region that might otherwise be unexplored. Now, although not unexplored, it's been some time since a bank was situated in Fairchance. And so to lay that track and to bring this First Federal Greene County train, if you will, into the community, I thought it was a very nice tie-in. This opening took a while. We were hoping for Thanksgiving and then Christmas and New Year's, and then we thought Valentine's Day to show the love, and then the luck of the Irish was St. Patrick's Day. And I kept thinking, gosh, I hope we don't run out of holidays. And then it hit me. I was praying about the weather, literally, for today, and it was revealed to me. Easter has always been the most meaningful holiday to me, for obvious reasons, I think, from a faith standpoint. And I can't think of any way to recognize or tie in new birth and the celebration of life and newness than celebrating the opening of the branch here Easter week. So God's timing, as always, is so much more perfect and exact than ours. And that maybe is what we get for trying to get ahead of Him. Things happen in His timing. But we're so grateful in this Easter holiday to open the bank and to breathe new life into Fairchance. A bank leader once said, leadership should always be about learning and questioning. Our company needs to nurture innovation, ambition, and discipline while discouraging complacency and arrogance. Well, I can assure you with the employees that I mentioned today, the retirees, our board of directors, there is no complacency and there is a complete embracing of innovation, growth, sensible growth, and for others. And so it starts with leadership, but that mission is carried out with special people. One statistic to leave you with. Neighborhood community banks are the only physical banking presence in 1 in 3 U.S. counties. Now, I didn't say towns, counties. So a third of the counties across the country, they wouldn't have a banking presence at all if it weren't for a community bank like First Federal. That's a pretty powerful statistic. So as we continue to build on the relationships that we have, as we hopefully ignite and begin new relationships with other people in this community and the surrounding towns, we'll continue to count our blessings. We work with you, you'll work with us, and together we can formulate a plan to continue to make our communities better. We will live out, this is my pledge and how I'll conclude, we will continue to live out our mantra, the people you know, the people you can trust. Thank you for coming out today.
So that only leaves us with one thing left to do. It's cut a ribbon, make it official. So the folks that are in the ribbon pictures.
You're listening to WMBS 590 AM, 101.1 FM. We're live from the First Federal Greene County Ribbon Cutting out here at the Fairchance branch office, and they're getting ready to cut a ribbon. We've been bringing live broadcast to you. We had Brian Morozak behind the mic, and Brian's now back here with me behind the table.
Behind the camera.
Yeah, that's right. behind the camera.
Now, really a great opening ceremony here for the new Fairchance office, the First Federal Savings and Loan Association. of Greene County, and a terrific speech from their president, Chuck Trump.
Yeah, he really talked about the small-town community, the important things, the things that matter to everybody, and the reason that they got such a great crowd here. So they're getting ready to cut the ribbon right now, so a little pomp and circumstance still underway, but it has been a great day and great weather, too. What a turnout.
Yes, a fantastic turnout here. As you said, the rain held off, and full house here. They'll have plenty of refreshments on the inside, at least until 3 o'clock this afternoon. Yep. We have plenty of giveaways as well.
We do.
On the WMBS side, so if you have an opportunity, come on out and check out the new Fairchance location of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Again, Josh Kreisig joining me. I'm Brian Morozak, TJ DeStefano back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. We appreciate you joining us for this live grand opening ribbon cutting here on What's on Your Mind on a Monday afternoon. Again, coming your way from Fairchance as they get ready to officially cut the ribbon right now, Josh.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. And we're going to have a chance to chat, we believe, with Chuck Trump here in our hour number 2 after he just talked about all the reasons why banks and small communities are so important and why this is important to him. So as long as the wind doesn't blow us away, that's the plan. We did start to lose some swag there for a minute, had some T-shirts take off, and Gerald, who's back here behind our camera now, who many of you know from his local sports coverage.
Gerald, Gary Frankhauser.
I know. Well, Gerald is his nickname around the office. He probably doesn't even know that. Yeah, Gary Frankhauser's here, and he helped us. He grabbed some runaway shirts for us. So, yeah, it's just like an old home week here for WMBS at the grand opening of the First Federal of Greene County in Fairchance, right on 857. So you can't miss it. It's a really nice building. Got the little green roof and green accents, ties in with the name, and there's a really nice looking Chevy pickup from probably the 1940s or 50s in the front parking lot as well. So yeah, if you haven't stopped by, stop by. You'll get a chance to pick up some swag from the bank, maybe some swag from Brian and I. We'll be out here until about 3 o'clock today, as Brian said, and then he's jetting off to cover high school baseball this afternoon as well. So
there you have they're counting down here, 3, 2, 1, and now the official ribbon cutting here from First Federal of Greene County's Fairchance office, just on the WMBS YouTube page at 4 o'clock. High school baseball, Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. Take a quick time out with the ribbon cut here from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County's Fairchance office. Josh and I back with more live here from Fairchance on your local station, WMBS.
The Indiana County Technology Center is recruiting for their part-time 16-month practical nursing program at the Connellsville Career and Technology Center. Being part of the Connellsville community for more than 5 years, ICTC brings their unique program format with a combination of in-class, hybrid, and varied clinical learning with clinical sites in Connellsville.
For Morgantown Street, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
All right, 2:13 is our time on this Monday. Time to head back out to First Federal Savings, the grand opening at their new Fairchance office, and Brian and Josh are there. Guys, take it away.
Thanks a lot, TJ. Brian Morozak along with Josh Kreisig, broadcasting live from the grand opening of the new First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Fairchance office. And Josh had an opportunity during the break there to sample some of the great goodies they had here from Myers Catering. Certainly some great chicken, meatballs, pork, all kinds of good stuff.
There really is. I mean, if you have a chance, you're in the area, stop by, say hello. This is a great new bank. It's easy access for you. It's got a drive-up ATM. And for today, and today only, they got all kinds of good free stuff in there, including great food. As he said, it was quite tasty.
Chuck Trump, the president and CEO of First Federal of Greene County, is going to be joining us here in just a couple of minutes. We'll be talking to Chuck and also try to check in with some of the other folks from First Federal of Greene. We're here until 3 o'clock. If you're a listener and you're driving around the area, stop on out and say hello. We have some great WMBS goodies, some T-shirts, some lottery tickets, all kinds of good stuff for you just coming by and saying hello. So if you have an opportunity, again, we'll be here until around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Stop on out. We actually had some listeners talking to us there during the break as well, and they got some WMBS T-shirts.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we love to see. We like to see meet our listeners, greet our listeners. They got a chance to grab a couple T-shirts, and we got a chance to learn about them, and we'd love to hear from you. Brian and I, as he said, we'll be hanging out here for another 45 minutes or so at least, and also, as he said, we're going to have Chuck Trump joining us here in just a few moments. It looks like he just came out of the building, but this has been a great event so far. We had the ribbon cutting earlier. The Fayette Chamber was here. and it was really an opportunity to showcase what a community is all about, and what having a branch office of a place like a bank or one of these primary types of businesses in your community can do for you. This is important stuff, and Chuck is the man that has the important plan, and he's so important that as he was on his way over here, he got grabbed.
He's kind of like the mayor of Fairchance.
He is. He reminds me of the mayor of Fairchance. That's exactly right. He got grabbed by Charity Grim Krupa, so they're having a little chat, but he will be joining us here just momentarily. And Chuck, welcome.
We told you we were kind of like the mayor of Fairchance over here.
Well, if I were running for office, I'd have a good start here today.
Yes.
What a blessing. We had so many people come out to say hello, shake a hand, give us some words of encouragement. We had a customer earlier this morning, probably the first one here this morning, and he said, hey, welcome to the town. And of course, personally, I've been a part of this part of Fayette County most of my life. But we really feel welcomed here. The community has really embraced us out here.
Talk about what went into starting an office here in Fairchance and a branch in the Fairchance area.
Well, for a company, probably goes without saying, but I should mention, growth is important, but it has to be sensible growth. Growing just for growth's sake just isn't, it's not academic, and just doesn't make good business sense. And so we're always watchful for opportunities, whether it be geography or what have you, where maybe we can fit into a community.
Right.
And so driving back and forth when this building became available, it just, it was laid on my heart to say, hey, this might be one of the places we should explore to put a branch. Academically, when we studied whether this made sense from a demographic standpoint and so forth, if you leave Uniontown, our friends over at United Bank have a location in Smithfield, but on this corridor, there's no financial institution into Cheat Lake.
Correct.
From Uniontown.
So this is a nice little stop in between Uniontown and Morgantown, where folks can get that service.
Yeah.
So you talked about you had local ties from Fairchance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell me what that's like for you. Obviously, you've been with First Federal and been out in Greene, but now you get to bring it back home.
Yeah, it's special. It really is. I've told people, anyone that doesn't like It's a Wonderful Life as a Christmas special.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Shame on them if they don't embrace that. That's the vibe and the feeling that I get, where George Bailey in the movie was a hometown guy, and he loved his hometown, he loved the people in his hometown, and he wanted the best for them. And that's what I reflect on. Being a boy here, I was a wrestler in high school and college, and I'd jog these roads and side streets. And it's just been a special place to me because there are special people here. And so I'm grateful, but I want to walk with humility with that. It's this isn't Chuck Trump's doing. This is First Federal's doing, and I was just happy to be a part of it. But it's been a blessing.
And we kind of saw that from the turnout as well. I mean, just terrific. Couple hundred folks coming out here to the grand opening. I think that really says a lot about the Fairchance community and what First Federal means here in Fairchance.
It does. We felt that too when I was standing up at the podium and looking out. I've been to several ribbon cuttings, and of course the weather didn't hurt. You guys are able to set up and not get blown away mostly. It is Fairchance, so the wind blows, but we had a fantastic turnout, and we feel not just from Fairchance. I mentioned the support we've gotten from the community, but Fayette County as a whole, we're a united bunch. And so we felt a lot of support and encouragement from our friends all around the county, really.
Well, I think it's really nice too that people have the understanding that even though Greene County's in your name, you're in Fayette County as well.
Right.
And you give them an opportunity for a local bank rather than one of maybe the big name branches, and I think that's something that kind of sets you apart as well.
It is. We, as Muriel mentioned, we're 101 years old, and I did not mention this part, but we're a mutual company, so we are privately held. We don't have shareholders, and so decisions around our board table, whether it be a loan decision or a support decision, we're sponsoring the local Fairchance Exchange Club's having a fishing derby next week.
Oh, nice.
And we can make decisions like that on the spot or immediate and say, hey, we want to give to that, we want to support that. So we think that local hometown community bank setup and model is a really, really powerful model, and it can do good things for not only for the bank, it's reciprocal. You're good to the community, and the community is good.
It ties right back into It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, sir, it does.
The Bailey building.
It does.
Alone.
I mentioned from the podium, I'm a crier, and that part where George Bailey gets up and talks, there was a bank run in the movie, if you remember. And he tries to explain to them how a bank works. We took your deposit and we were lending it to someone down the street.
Yeah.
And it's at its most basic level, it still is pretty much.
That's awesome.
That's the formula.
Well, you have a classic truck from First Federal Greene County. I want to know about the history of that.
Yeah, so it's a special story. So one of our officers, Jeff Whittup, his father-in-law, Reed Kiger, owned the truck, and it was the color green you see today.
Okay.
And Reed wanted to, as he was getting older, wanted to rid himself of a few cars and trucks and so forth, and he wanted to know if the bank was interested in it. And with our 100 year last year, the year prior, we said, yeah, I think we're interested in buying it. And so the color, emerald green you see on it was the color when we bought it.
Nice.
Wow.
And our friends at Direct Results logoed it out for our 100th year. But it's a 1948 Chevy.
It's gorgeous.
Nice.
The 454 in it. It's an automatic, but it looks like it's a stick. If you pull out and you're not careful, you will leave some rubber on the pavement.
A lot of power.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
I see it was pretty fun for you to drive too, right?
Yeah, I drove it from Greene County on Saturday over here and put it in our driveway.
Probably getting a lot of looks on the road, I'm sure,
gosh.
too.
That truck turns heads.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Thank
well,
you.
and again, you couldn't have asked for a better day, and we've had a great time being here with you.
Appreciate you.
And
Thank you.
we appreciate everything that you do for the community as well. So, Chuck Trump, First Federal of Greene County.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you.
Appreciate
you. Thanks.
Yeah, it's Chuck Trump, the President and CEO of First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County, joining us here during the grand opening here in Fairchance, their brand new location. And Chuck already has some other folks around the area wanting to say hello.
Yeah.
It shows how popular, again, he is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that everybody who had a chance to be out here for the ribbon cutting had a chance to hear Chuck talk. He spoke from his heart, and that's what makes branch like this and a bank like this that is not your big chain. It's more of a local feel, and that's important to them, and it's important to their clients.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly right there, Josh. And, you know, everywhere you go, I think folks are saying good things about First Federal Greene County, and not being a national branch, being able to kind of know your friends and your neighbors that are working there. If you need something, they're there to help out, and always willing to support the community as well.
Yeah, and as Chuck said, you know, like supporting the Fairchance, they had something down here in the park that he's going to support. And the people that were making that decision were around a board table right here. And they know where that money's going to go. It's not going to go to some corporate office where they're going to have to make that decision. They're going to be like, that's going to help out our neighbors. And therefore, it becomes a no-brainer. So supporting businesses like First Federal, that's what we're all about at WMBS. That's what we're all about in Fayette County. These are the small businesses that are making our community better.
And again, Josh and I will be out here broadcasting live until around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Stop on out and say hello. Again, they have some great food on the inside from First Federal of Greene County. And who knows, Josh, if you're in the neighborhood, maybe you're looking at buying a home and you need a 30-year equity loan, you have some extra cash lying around, and want to get put some of that money into a CD, have some great rates for you as well, and they can certainly help out. Or just wanting to, you live in the Fairchance area and you just want to open up a banking account and a checking account, you know that you have a bank now right in the neighborhood, I think certainly helps out a lot as well.
I think so too, and I think knowing that it comes from that same standpoint of small town community, that they're going to take a look at everything that you are bringing to the table and really take into consideration all the aspects of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and that it's not going to go to some corporate decision that is outside the region. That really matters. You know, we've all been through it, trying to get loans for different things, or working with banks, and having those personal connections are really what makes the difference and sets people apart. So this is a great chance to stop by, meet some of the folks here. It's really nice. There's tons of space when they're not packed with people.
Correct,
yes. Tons of parking. There's ATM drive up, which I think for a small community like this is also pretty exceptional. You don't even have to get out of your vehicle, and it's a gorgeous facility inside. They renovated and remodeled the entire place, and it's ready to go. And yeah, if you don't have a bank, you're looking for a bank, you're thinking about a loan, today would be a great day to stop by. I mean, they're here, they're ready, they're excited. Yeah.
Our state rep, Charity Grim Krupa's back there, so I'm going to try to grab her real quick, Josh, if you want to hold down the fort for just a second.
No, and
she can come on as well.
For sure. So, again, yeah, Brian's going to go try to grab Charity. We'd be happy to have her join us. But this is what it's all about. These are the kind of things that at WMBS it's easy for us to get behind. These small town community, opening of this branch bank. This was a chance for people to recognize what's important, why it's important, and we have Charity Grim Krupa, local state rep. Hi, Charity. How are you?
Hi. How are you guys?
Great.
Doing good.
Oh, it's so beautiful today. I'm happy just to stand outside in the sunshine. I'm one of the last people lingering outside. I love it.
He's going out and get some great food, too. You have a lot on the inside as well. Appreciate you taking a couple of minutes to talk with us
Always.
as well. Now, as
Yeah.
a state rep in the area, what does this mean to open up a brand new bank location here in Fairchance, an area that was really needed a local bank?
You know what? It's super exciting. I think that we're seeing an uptick across Fayette County of business expansions and new businesses. First Federal Greene County has been a wonderful community partner across Fayette County. Fairchance is closer to me.
Yes.
I live in Smithfield, so we're
There you
excited
go.
that we get to do some of our banking a little bit closer. But Chuck Trump, our families have known each other, for a really long time. I can't say enough wonderful things about him, and it looks like he has a wonderful team here. So it's an exciting day, and I'm looking forward to them being in this community for a very long time.
And you opened up a new office within the last couple of months as well down in Smithfield.
I did. So it's just a few miles away from here. It's the old Smithfield York Run Grange. It's also known as the Smithfield Rotary Building, and it's a great location. Part of the reason we moved is because we could utilize that hall space for events and community events. We've got some offices upstairs, so it was really just a really nice expansion. So good location. So we do satellite offices at the Mountain Advocacy Center in Farmington, and then at East End United Community Center once a month at each of those locations as well, to kind of be more physically accessible to some of our constituents as well.
Now, I don't want to change the subject too much, but you did a great video. Hopefully the folks had a chance to see it over the weekend.
Yes.
Penn State Fayette. Talk a little bit about that. What are some of the efforts the county and state representatives are trying to make sure that Penn State Fayette is able to stay here in the area?
So if you're from this area, you know that Penn State Fayette is a lifeline for so many of our young people and our returning adult students. It was really heartbreaking to hear that the Penn State University at large is considering closing that branch campus. So even before President Bendapudi announced that, it seems like a few months ago at this point, but I serve on the Appropriations Committee, and she was one of the testifiers that we got to ask questions to, and I took the opportunity to praise Fayette campus and to ask her about her plans. She was very vague and was non-committal, and then it was about 5 days later that they made the announcement that they were considering closing, I believe, 9 branch campuses across the Commonwealth. What sets Fayette campus apart is and first of all, I think Penn State at large is ignoring its land grant mission and its commitment to ensuring a quality education to students across the Commonwealth, regardless of their zip code, regardless if they're rural or urban, wealthy or poor. But Fayette campus has a wonderful 4-year nursing program, has a wonderful 4-year mechanical engineering program that they've partnered with some of the local manufacturers, and they've worked together to create and foster a really special relationship. And the people that are coming out of that mechanical engineering program aren't just serving as employees; they're going on to be leadership, hold those leadership positions. So we, a few times a year, I get a wonderful opportunity to get some of the gentlemen from our communications team in Harrisburg to come down. And so if you're close to Harrisburg, you can get them anytime you want for anything. And so we're 3.5 hours away. So I get them down a couple times a year, and we usually do 2 days back-to-back of tours. And when I learned about what was happening with Fayette campus, I lined them up, and we took an afternoon, and we interviewed professors, students, staff member, and we actually had about 87 minutes of footage. And
wow.
But my fear was if we made the video too long, people wouldn't watch it. And we may do some expansions. But if you have an opportunity, you want to see that video, go to my legislative Facebook page, State Rep Charity Grimm Krupa, and you'll see the heart of really, I really, and I'm biased, I know, but I really thought it was a good video to show.
It was. We actually have it shared on our WMBS page as well,
Thank
so the
you.
folks want to check it out. Real easy access there.
Yeah, well, we're really happy that you were able to join us today, but I think that everything you're talking about with Penn State Fayette is kind of similar to the mission that we're talking about here. It's making sure that we have the access available to people in the small communities that need it.
Yes.
So, again, thank you for joining us, Charity, and hopefully you get a chance to grab some food before you... It's a beautiful day, so grab some food.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Care.
Again, that's PA State Representative Charity Grimm Krupa joining us. And again, this is actually, when they redid all the districts, Josh, over the last couple of years, actually a new district for the 51st District. It was never out in the Fairchance and the Smithfield area. So a new opportunity for her to serve this region, and certainly I think a great addition, obviously, to the Fairchance area to have this First Federal branch here.
Absolutely. And for anybody who wants to stop out, First Federal Savings and Loan in Greene County, the brand new branch office here, located at 92 North Morgantown Street in Fairchance. We'll be here until 3 o'clock. We're going to have another guest here.
We'll take a quick break, and then we'll get another guest on here in just a moment.
We'll grab a quick break. We'll throw it back. back to TJ at the station, and then we'll talk to you here soon in a few minutes. This is WMBS.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Everyone likes to recline, and Route 21 Furniture has a great selection of recliners. Rocker recliners, space saver recliners, power recliners, lift recliners, and free local delivery. Route 21 Furniture open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturdays 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. Route 21 Furniture, 724-737-2222, or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Derby's Riverside Ford is announcing Ford employee pricing from America for America. Going on right now. You pay what Ford employees pay, plus all available incentives and low financing. This is your time to purchase or lease a new Ford vehicle. Let's look at a new 2024 Ford F-150 4x4 XLT. MSRP is $62,320, but your employee price is $52,437 plus 2.9% financing through Ford Motor Credit. What about a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport? MSRP is $31,685. Your employee price is $29,329. Wow, that's a great deal. How about a 2024 Ford Maverick 4x4 pickup? MSRP is $28,615, but your employee price is just $27,210. Ford employee pricing for everyone, and it's already begun at Thurby's Riverside Ford. Ford Motor Credit financing required. Offer ends May 1st, 2025. Visit us at Thurby's Riverside Ford, your 2024 President's Award-winning dealer.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Your local station, WMBS.
Brian Mrozak and Josh Kryzik back live from the new Fairchance office of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. The grand opening and ribbon cutting being held earlier on today. We're being joined now by the branch manager of the new First Federal of Greene County here in Fairchance, Pam Jacobs. And Pam, we appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Hi, we just want to say thank you for everybody that came out today for the ribbon cutting. We had a nice turnout. We're beyond excited to be here in Fairchance in the borough. We're excited. Please stop in to see us. We have a lot of good products with savings accounts, checking accounts. We'll be doing mortgage loans, home equity loans. If you're interested in rates, you can go on to our website at www.ffgc.com fgc.bank. You can check things out there or stop by the office and talk to us.
Well, Pam, just talk about your role here. Obviously, you have a history with First Federal of Greene County as well, and talk about the role that brought you over here to Fairchance.
I started with First Federal of Greene as a mortgage lender, as a loan officer, and I got a call one day to come back to the manager's office, and President Trump was sitting back there, and they asked if I would be interested in joining the association as a branch manager. And I was shocked by that, but excited at the same time. So I have done management in the past in my work history, so it's nice to be back in this role again. We have a very good staff, a very positive staff, and we're excited about that.
Yeah, I had a chance when I popped in as we were getting things ready. That was one of the first things that stood out to me, was how happy the staff was, how outgoing they were. And I think that when we spoke with Chuck as well, it seems like that's kind of a mission of First Federal. It's a community bank.
Very much so, and we have community people involved here, and it is our goal to be able to help everybody. If we don't have an answer for you, my best thing that I can tell you is we will get an answer for you.
Wow.
You know, that's our motto, and it's the people that you trust locally.
Yeah.
So we're just so happy to be here, and would love to see everybody stop by at some point.
And I'm sure as a manager, it makes your job easier, and all of your employees that are under you enjoy what they're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's I've worked for a lot of good companies, but working for the association here is by far the best. They are very family oriented and just really care about their employees.
Yeah, and I think that really stood out today from the turnout. You could tell there was just that feel. And one of the things also we were talking about with Chuck, there's just a difference between corporate banking and then small town family field banking. And like you said, there's nobody out there that at some point isn't going to need a loan, isn't going to need to think about talking to a bank. And I think that you could speak to it. That's something that sets places like First Federal apart, because you're going to bring that to it. You're going to create a relationship with that person.
Exactly, exactly. And you know, if you go in to do a home equity loan or a construction loan, yes, you can go online and fill out the application, but there's nothing that beats sitting down across the desk from somebody and asking the questions that you need to ask. And we tell everybody there are no stupid questions.
Right.
There are no dumb questions.
Yep.
When you're doing this, we are here to provide and give you the best service that we can and make you educated, because when you're educated on a mortgage, it's a much easier process for you.
It's nice when you have a local board of directors and local folks that are working in your office, the folks we see out in the community on an everyday basis. And Chuck had mentioned as well the ability to get quick answers.
Yes.
You go to some of those big corporate banks, it might take weeks or months, but you guys do everything you can to try to get back to the customers ASAP on whatever they need.
Right. And one thing that First Federal prides themselves on is we keep all loans in-house. We don't sell our loans to, you know, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. We keep everything home. So it just makes it an easier process for everybody. We're making our lending decisions, you know, what needs to go to the board goes to the board, and we get back to you. So. And
that's to be frustrating too, because I think a lot of folks in the past, they maybe gotten a loan somewhere, and then 2 months into the loan, they find out their loan was sold somewhere else, and they're dealing with somebody you don't really know, and you think, well, I went here because I thought I was going to have the loan with you, and they go and sell it somewhere else, and then you know how that goes.
You're absolutely correct. And once it gets sold 2 or 3 times, you think you're getting junk mail, and it's actually your mortgage statement.
Yeah.
So, but everything would come from First Federal here, which is nice.
That's good for people to know. So, and if people are looking for you and they want to stop by today and have a chance to tour the place, you want to give them the address here?
Sure. It's 92 North Morgantown Street, Fairchance.
Okay.
And our phone number is 724-434-7900.
And centrally located, easy to get in and out. You guys have plenty of room here, lots of parking. Really just a great location. You don't have to worry about trying to park on the street to get in here or any of that either.
Right. And we do have a full-service ATM. You can do the deposits through the ATM as well, and we do have a drive-through.
That's fantastic.
We are full service here.
And Pam, are you giving rides for the truck later on the day?
I would love to. I asked to drive that a year ago, and have I had my turn yet? No.
No. Well, if you're driving by on 857 on Morgantown Road here, the green truck, you're not going to miss that. The building is brand new as well, and it kind of matches the truck. But we're going to be here for the next, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so. But I'm sure Pam would be happy to have you stop out and visit at any time.
Sure, anytime. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, and on Fridays, 8:30 to 5. So please, if you're coming past, stop by. We'll be happy to show you the facility and see if we can help you out.
Well, Pam, we appreciate you taking the time to come on with us. Again, congratulations on the ribbon cutting and the grand opening. Looking forward to seeing this place here for many years to come.
Thank you, and we appreciate your support as well.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
Again, that's Pam Jacobs, the branch manager of the new location here in Fairchance, the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And great so far this afternoon, Josh, to talk to so many of these local people that are involved in the community.
Yeah, it has been great. We've had, like you said, a steady stream of elected officials, local, state. We had some of the township supervisors here. We had folks from the fire department that were here. And then we had, dozens and dozens of people just from the Fairchance community that were excited about this. And Chuck and Pam both kind of gave the feel that First Federal is marketing, and that's the feel that they're a community bank, because they are. These are people that live in your community. They want to try to help you, and it's just been great to be out here and be a part of it, and the weather couldn't have been more cooperative.
And Josh and I will be back to wrap things up again here from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, their Fairchance office, grand opening and ribbon cutting here on your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
My name is Asher. Come shop with me at Uniontown Liquidation Outlet, located at the Uniontown Mall. Our prices are 30 to 70% off retail prices. We have tools, toys, household items, pet items, much, much more for the lowest prices only at Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. We offer layaway. There's something for everyone at Uniontown Liquidation Outlet, across from the shoe department at the Uniontown Mall. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
If you're in the market for a power lift recliner for a person with special needs, or simply for a power lift recliner, then Chesler's Fine Furniture is your headquarters with the largest stock and biggest selection, all available for immediate delivery. Select from Lazy Boy, Catnapper, and Mega Motion in a variety of sizes, styles, and features. Some have heat and massage settings and power headrests, or select a total lay-flat model with foot elevation. Chesler's has fabrics in a variety of textures and colors, as well as leather. There is surely a model to fit your needs. And remember, Chesler's services all recliners that are purchased from the store. Power lift recliners start at $749, and regular power recliners start at $659. Credit terms, layaway, and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all of the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Brian Morozek and Josh Kryzik wrapping things up from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County on a Wednesday, windy Monday afternoon as our stuff's flying everywhere, Josh. So I can't keep my thoughts straight right now with all the wind picking up here on this sunny Monday afternoon with a wind certainly pulling our stuff ever.
Yeah, no, we got some Frisbees making their way across the parking lot, so those are free to anybody who stops by. They're just available, but it has been an absolutely beautiful day for us out here. Wind aside, the sun has been out, and the crowds have been out, too. We had easily, I would say, 150 people here for the ribbon cutting, and we had some great speakers. There's fantastic food inside. As Brian said, we're going to be here for just a couple more minutes, and we'll still be giving out some swag and stuff while we're tearing down. But you can stop out here and visit. It's at 92 North Morgantown Street in Fairchance. There's food inside, refreshments. They have some giveaways in there as well. It's your chance to kind of meet with the staff and to see this beautiful new branch.
Yeah, to get on a sunny Monday afternoon, make your way on out. Again, I think they're open till 4 o'clock today, so about an hour and 15 minutes for you to come on out and say hello to the folks here at First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. Josh and I here for another 15 minutes or so if you want to come on out and get some WMBS swag. But Josh, certainly have to thank Chuck Trump, the president of First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County, Pam Jacobs, the branch manager, and everybody out here who had us out on this Monday.
Yeah, and then we want to thank Charity Grimm-Krupa for joining us as well. We'll thank the Chamber for allowing us to kind of broadcast their live ribbon cutting and get a chance to kind of see how that all went down. But it has been essentially a perfect Monday afternoon.
For sure.
Yeah, I've had a good time doing it. So,
hey, Josh, I'll be back on there another hour or so.
Yeah, this guy, nonstop. So let me tell you, since we've got a captive audience, we're going to break this down, and he's going to take off from here. He's headed over for the LH baseball game this afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Against Albert Gallatin, a local school district here in the area as well.
That's perfect.
So perfect segue.
Yeah,
so I'll be with Carl Childs this afternoon. Again, a 4 o'clock start over there at Laurel Highlands High School later on this afternoon. But again, Josh will be hanging out here until 3 o'clock with some more WMBS swag. TJ will be entertaining you with some music up until 3 o'clock this afternoon back on the radio side. But again, Josh, enjoy the afternoon.
Me too. I've had a great afternoon, and I appreciate TJ back in the station holding down the fort for us.
Again, thanks to everybody here at First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. For Josh Kreisig, this is Brian Morozak on your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS.
All right, thanks, guys. And